right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Indestructible Man, 1956. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. This is going to be another Adrian mention. The movie poster says, "The scream that shocks the screen with 300,000 volts of horror." That's a cool looking movie poster. I want that one. Inhuman, invincible, inescapable. Lon Chaney. We like Lon Chaney on this channel. This is going to be one of those so bad that it's good type movies. 1956 U.S. crime horror science fiction film and original screenplay by Vi Russell and Sue Dwiggins for producer-director Jack Poloxfin, starring Lon Chaney Jr., Ross Elliott, and Robert Shayne. Oh, they forgot to mention Max Showalter. He's been in a ton of movies. The picture was produced independently by CGK Productions, distributed in the U.S. by Allied Artists Pictures Corporation. The film was distributed theatrically in 1956 on a double bill with World Without End, and in some areas with Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which is a Red Scare movie. Told in a narrative style popularized by the television police series Dragnet by police detective Dick Chasen. The story concerns a 72-hour period of horror for the city of Los Angeles. Charles Butcher Benton is a double-crossed convicted robber and murderer who was executed in the gas chamber. His body is unlawfully sold to a scientist who plans to move his experiments into the cause and cure of cancer to human subjects. Excuse me while I go check on my son's chicken noodle soup. You want fruit juice? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I had to get my son's piping hot chicken noodle soup before it all the liquid dried up. All right. Charles Butcher Benton is a double-crossed convicted robber and murderer who was executed in the gas chamber. Oh, I already said that. Benton's corpse is subjected to chemical injection. It's not criminal injection. And massive jolts of high-voltage electricity in order to study the effect on human tissues. But Benton's heart is re-stimulated and he completely revives though rendered mute due to the electrical damage to his vocal cords, but not his brain. Immensely strong and with skin virtually impervious to scalpels, police bullets, even to bazooka shells. After killing the doctor and his assistant, Benton sets out to avenge himself on his two henchmen and his attorney, Paul Lowe, who, in collusion with the henchmen, had betrayed Benton in order to steal his loot. Benton had left the location of the stash to his stripper girlfriend. I thought she was a burlesque dancer. Why does it say stripper? Okay. I used to live with a burlesque dancer. She was very high maintenance and she loved cats. I don't know why I always hang out with girls who love cats. My former best friend is in love with cats and snowboarding and What else? I don't know. Anyways, Benton had left the location of his stash to his burlesque dancer girlfriend, who had since gone straight and begun dating the detective who brought Benton to justice after she had rejected the lawyer's own advances. The story then follows Benton's revenge on his enemies, the police, who first learn of a wave of mysterious killings, then of Benton's reanimation and the developing relationship between the detective and the burlesque dancer. The lawyer, Lowe, fearing for his life after the two henchmen are murdered, confesses the plot to the police and reveals that Benton had always used a sewer system to evade detection and to find a hiding place for the money. As it turns out, tracked down by the police, Benton takes a direct hit in the solar plexus from a bazooka and is heavily burned by a flamethrower. Weakened, he flees to the power station, where he climbs up atop a gantry, inadvertently setting in motion as he watches the action of the police down below. He fails to notice that the gantry is moving toward the main transformer. A dangling hook comes too close to one of the terminals, and the other transformers erupt in sparks as hundreds of thousands of volts surge throughout its metal frame, searing Benton to ashes. All right. Chaney had almost no dialogue in this film. His character's emotions were shown through extreme close-ups of his face. That's what I like about this movie. It's got Lon Chaney making funny faces, kind of like Bela Lugosi faces. Angel's Flight appears prominently in this film. The Bradbury Building interior is featured prominently in this film. Production stills exist of scenes not in the film as released. One shows Butcher Benton at a jail where a policeman's body lies on the ground as Benton carries off Eva Martin. The scene logically came after the police threatened to release Paul Lowe from custody if he does not reveal the location of Benton's loot. And before the scene where it is revealed Eva has checked herself out of the hospital, presumably after recovering from unspecified injuries. Presumably, this scene is where Benton made good on his threat to get Paul Lowe, breaking into the jail to do it. Okay. There's a picture of the Angel's Flight car, 2008, on the Wikipedia website for Indestructible Man. Although Joe Flynn played a serious role in the film, he later specialized in comedic roles, most memorably as the irascible Captain Binghamton on TV's McHale's Navy. The full story of the making of the movie, complete with interviews with some of the participants, plus the script and press book, are featured in the book Scripts from the Crypt, Indestructible Man, Bear Manor, 2015 by Tom Weaver. John Darnielle of the Mountain Goats wrote and performed Rotten Stinking Mouthpiece, referencing a line spoken by Chaney's character to his double-crossing lawyer. One of the few lines Lon Chaney has at the beginning of the movie. The 2003 Thom Anderson film essay, Los Angeles Plays Itself, features clips from the film. The film has been released by numerous studios as bargain bin disc. No wonder Adrian got this disc. It's a bargain bin disc. In addition, the MST 3K version of the film has been released by Rhino Home Video as part of the Collection Volume 11 box set, which was soon to be released by Shout Factory in 2019. Much like the movie Them, it takes place in sewers. And I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. There's going to be a violent, extreme weather showers, rain, whatever you want to call it tomorrow. And they want me to deliver groceries in that chaos. I don't know. I'm thinking about calling out. But the problem is that it's going to be like that the entire week next week. And I don't have enough vacation days. Well, maybe I do. I don't have enough vacation days to. Maybe if I do the vacation and the sick next week, I can. I can cash those days out, but then I don't have any sick pay for my valet parking job, so it's kind of in this between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just go to work, see what happens. Maybe I'll get stuck in Noah's flood tomorrow. For all I know, it's going to be an interesting day. Quite an adventure, to say the least. I want to get my grocery shopping done tomorrow also. I made about $56 in tips yesterday. I worked 2 jobs, worked till midnight, and then it just started pouring rain. As soon as I got on the freeway at midnight, I worked 8:30 a.m. to midnight yesterday. 2 jobs. About, I want to say over 13 hours I worked. And as soon as I got on the freeway, I hit this giant puddle, water all over my windshield. I said, I better slow down to 40 on the freeway, 40 miles per hour. And that was an adventure. I got home safe. I did okay. But tomorrow, I'm not so sure. I might be floating in 2 feet of water, either the company van or my personal vehicle. I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it later. How do I make this smaller? I think I just messed up my screen. Hang on. How do I make that smaller? How do I make it smaller?
Smaller.
Oh, thank you. I made my screen too big, and I had to ask my son to fix it. He knows everything about Chromebook, my Chromebook. Anyways, yeah, let's into my review. I got 3 quick comments from the trifecta. Adrian, Karate Man, and Professor Quiz all commented on my colors video within like 2 hours of uploading. That's pretty impressive, guys and mates. Okay, I guess I'll watch the Monster Walks next. It's on the side B of this double feature. What's this disc called? It's part of the disc 6 of a set. The Monster Walks is a 1932 pre-code black and white horror film. I want to watch that one next. Should be looks pretty good. Looking forward to that. Laters.